Hey, I've actually seen one of these things before. This is a air pump or a smoke suit for a firefighter. Before they had oxygen tanks, it's got a pipe going in for this right here.
Right.
There was a big air hose. It went into the helmet there, and it pumps fresh air into your helmet. This is really cool. So why do you want to sell it?
I figured it was a little bit old, and usually old stuff can fetch a price, so.
Not necessarily. Watch it.
It looked pretty cool when I found it, and I mean, it's made of old brass bindings and old wood. I mean, not a lot of things are made like that anymore. It just looked antique. I figured that it might be worth some money. I want to try to sell it today for $800 just because my parents really don't love me anymore and they're just kicking me out of the house.
So, Rick, what do you think? Late 1800s, early 1900s?
Yeah, it's something like that. Sieb, Gorman and Company, I know they made fire safety stuff and diving equipment. I mean, it's actually a pretty neat design. What it basically does is this right here, you push down on this, which fills this full of air, and this sort of like smooths out the airflow right here. It really was innovative. I mean, they were able to run into a house full of smoke, maybe save somebody, maybe put the fire out when before this it wasn't possible. It makes you think what it was like back then.
The cool thing about stuff like this, son, it was a life-saving instrument back in the day.
If you think firefighting is dangerous now, running into a burning building 100 years ago was practically a suicide mission. So an apparatus that could pump fresh air to a helmet that a fireman was wearing was a godsend, even if being tethered to an air hose was cumbersome. Oh, cool, check this out. Right here we got our little code here. From wearer of smoke helmet, 1 pull, more air required. 2 pulls, slack off lifeline. And 3 pulls, help me out immediately. Yeah, this was a little creepy. That's all I got to say. I mean, can you imagine there's
No, I couldn't, to be honest.
Okay, there's no walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
There's no nothing like that. Your whole communication is a few pulls with your lifeline.
But it sounds like you'd rather be the guy pumping than the guy actually inside.
Yeah, well, no. It's pretty interesting. It's a neat piece of history. How much you want for it?
I was thinking maybe 800.
No.
You don't have the rest of it, do you?
I wouldn't even know what to look for, really.
Okay. There was a hose and a helmet, okay, and maybe even a whole suit. The helmet's where the money's at. Then it would be really collectible, but I'll give you $100.
Wow. That's way less than I was hoping to get. Don't people love firefighter memorabilia? I mean, it's got to be pretty collectible,
Yeah, people
right?
like old firefighter equipment, but like I said, you only have half the machine.
Right. How about 400?
I mean, I'll tell you what, I'll give you $150 for it.
Well, that really sucks. I need first rent, so how about 200?
All right, $200, man. All right, I'll meet you right up there.
Okay.
This pump is really cool, but if I can get the helmet that goes with it, it turns into one of those situations where the whole is worth a lot more than the pieces. Hey, how's it going, man?
I got a call from your pawn shop saying that you wanted to take a look at this.
Yeah, I had one of my employees looking for one of these. Cool. I like it.
You know what this is?
I know exactly what it is. It's a smoke helmet, probably 1880-ish.
Right.
I bought an old fireman's air pump. I would love to get a suit and a helmet to go with it. If you have a complete set, you'll be able to get more money than you will for the parts separately. So I had Chum try to find one, and it looks like the kid actually pulled through. I'm shocked. I guess Chum won't have to work the graveyard shift anymore. Yes, it definitely looks Darth Vader-ish. Do you want to come to the dark side? That was my pickup line on girls back in the 80s.
Back in the 1800s, this was very top-of-the-line technology. They used aluminum, brass, toughened leather, so this was very advanced. I know all firefighters are brave, but back in the 1880s, to use this contraption, they must have been really brave.
God, it's cool. This was the 1880s. local fire department was coming about all around the world, like in the United States, all over Europe. And, it's just like today, you get a fire chief, he wants all the new coolest stuff. You could actually go into a burning building, you could actually save somebody with this. It was really, really innovative. And it was used with a pump and a smoke suit. The great thing is I have this.
Right.
That's the air supply, and the air supply for their diving helmets looked really similar. Just basically, you put your foot right here, and pump, and pump, and pump, and pump. And that sends air to the firefighter that's inside the building.
And what's amazing about this, it's over 130 years old, and it's in really good condition. What are you looking at?
I'm assuming the leather's been replaced.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
You can tell this has all been restored. This has been like re-lacquered, all this has right here. Basically, if you can tell how rough the hosing is, you can tell this thing's had a lot of restoration. But this has all been re-lacquered, all this leather's been replaced. Even though parts of the helmet have been modified, it's exactly what I'm looking for to complete the set. So I'm willing to play ball, I just have to make sure that I don't overpay. I mean, it takes away some of the value, but not all. I mean, we still have a really rare, cool piece here. How much you want for it?
$6,000 I was asking for.
Not gonna happen.
No.
It's not a $6,000 helmet. It's one of the most common designs, and it's just not there.
Okay. So what do you think?
I'd give you 1,500 bucks.
No, can't do that. What about 2,500?
No, 1,500 bucks would be it.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I couldn't do 1,500.
I'm sorry you wasted your time coming down, man.
I wasn't willing to give it away. I'm sure I can get a lot more since I didn't make a deal today. And it's a good piece, it's a solid piece, and it's a very rare and collectible piece.